Selling refrigerators in the Arctic. In a frozen land like the Arctic, a refrigerator seller decided to implement a unique and bold business strategy. Instead of simply advertising the cooling ability, he focused on the food storage feature of the product. With the cold climate, he realized that people here do not need refrigerators to keep food cool, but to preserve fresh food for a long time without spoiling. He began to design creative marketing campaigns using images and messages to show the freshness of the food stored in his refrigerator. Attractive photos of fresh vegetables, fresh meat and fish, or delicious dishes helped customers visualize the benefits of the product more clearly. Customers did not just see a simple refrigerator, but a perfect solution for food preservation in their daily lives. As a result, his product quickly attracted the attention of local consumers, and he achieved unexpected success as the leader in the Arctic refrigerator market. His clever marketing strategy helped him realize that, in seemingly impossible situations, understanding customer needs and adjusting the product approach can create golden business opportunities. His story is not only a business lesson, but also a testament to the power of reverse thinking. Let's explore 6 more interesting stories about reverse thinking, where impossible situations become opportunities and challenges become launching pads for creative solutions. 1. The Old Man and the Children. In a small village, the old man lived in a house next to a playground where children gathered every day to play and scream. The noise annoyed him, but instead of scolding or chasing them away, he came up with a clever plan. One day he went out to the children and said, "I really like you playing here. It reminds me of my childhood. If you continue to play here every day, I will pay each of you $1." The children were excited, happily agreed, and continued to come to play as usual. After a few days, the old man reduced the amount to 50 cents, saying that he did not have much money anymore. The children still came to play, but they were not as excited as before. Then he reduced the amount to 25 cents, which made the children feel dissatisfied. Finally, he said that he did not have enough money to pay them anymore. Hearing this, the children angrily said, "If we do not have money, we will not play here anymore." And from then on, the children voluntarily left, not coming back to make noise in front of the old man's house again. Thanks to his reverse thinking, the old man successfully maintained a peaceful life without upsetting his children. 2. Investor, Charlie Marker. Charlie Marker, a famous investor with smart and wise decisions, always believes that to find an excellent life partner, the first thing to do is to upgrade yourself. The key to attracting a suitable partner is not only finding the perfect person, but also becoming the best version of yourself. Charlie started this journey by investing in himself through studying, practicing skills, and expanding social relationships. He participated in self-development courses from the art of communication to leadership skills. In addition, Charlie also focuses on physical and mental health, participating in sports activities and practicing meditation to keep his mind clear and bright. As Charlie developed himself, he noticed that the people around him changed as well. The relationships he built became deeper, and he attracted outstanding individuals who shared his vision and values. This not only helped him find his ideal partner, but also provided him with a solid support network in his career and life. Charlie understood that before looking for that special someone, the most important thing is to become a valuable person. 3. The story of the hunter and the squirrel. One day, in a small village, there lived a Jewish hunter who was famous for his hunting skills. He decided to teach his students a valuable lesson about patience and the importance of staying focused, especially when faced with difficulties. While leading his students to a dense forest, the hunter pointed to a squirrel hopping on a tree branch. He said, "Look at that squirrel. Our goal is to catch it, but we need to be patient." As the students began to follow the squirrel, they saw that it was agile, easily dodging their arrows. After several unsuccessful attempts, some of the students began to lose heart. They felt discouraged and thought they might as well give up. But the hunter quickly intervened, saying, "Don't forget the goal." When facing difficulties, that's when we need to focus more than ever. He emphasized that in life, difficulties are inevitable, and keeping the goal will help them overcome all challenges. Finally, after many tireless efforts, one of the students successfully caught the squirrel. The joy was overwhelming, but more importantly, the lesson they learned was, never give up on your goals, even when faced with failure. 4. The mother and her son's homework. In a small house, a mother always tried to find ways to help her son study better. The boy often had difficulty understanding the lesson and often felt bored when studying. Instead of simply explaining to her son, the mother decided to apply a unique method to help him develop his thinking. One day, while the boy was studying math, his mother pretended to do a simple math problem wrong. She wrote down the wrong answer and asked him, "Can you help me fix it?" The boy looked at his mother's work, confused but also determined. As he began to explain why his mother had done it wrong, he not only realized the mistake but also had to think carefully about how to do it correctly. Through each step of the explanation, he developed his analytical and logical thinking skills. The mother listened, nodded, and encouraged him to continue exploring. As a result, he not only found the right solution but also understood the nature of the problem better. This shows that a different approach can open up new paths in learning. The mother realized that sometimes allowing children to explore and solve problems on their own can help them develop more strongly than simply providing the answer. This story not only reflects the mother's love and creativity, but also affirms that effective education is not only based on knowledge, but also a way to encourage children to think and develop for themselves. 5. Hassan and the debt. Hassan was an experienced and generous merchant, always ready to help others. One day, he lent a large sum of money to a merchant friend, without asking for any guarantee other than a promissory note. As time passed, when the time came to collect the money, Hassan discovered that he had lost the promissory note. In a state of confusion, he thought of a way to get his money back without any evidence in hand. Instead of panicking, Hassan came up with a clever idea. He decided to apply reverse thinking, a new and unconventional way of thinking. Hassan went to his friend and said, "Brother, the day of repayment has come. I think you need to pay me back a little more for all the help and trust I have shown you all this time." The merchant friend, knowing that Hassan was a man of his word, and also feeling guilty, quickly apologized for the delay and returned the exact amount of money he had borrowed, not knowing that Hassan had lost the IOU. By being tactful, Hassan not only got the money back, but also kept the trust and relationship with his friend. 6. The man who mortgaged his luxury car. There was a rich man who owned a luxury car worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. One day, he went to a bank and asked to borrow $100. This surprised the bank employee because it was obvious that this man did not lack money. After some hesitation, the bank agreed to lend him money, but asked him to mortgage his property. The man did not hesitate and offered to use his expensive car as collateral. The bank was surprised, but could not refuse. The man left his car at the bank, received $100, and left. A few weeks later, he returned to pay the debt and get his car back. The bank charged interest and parking fees during that time, which were only a few dollars. When the bank employee curiously asked why the man did this, he just smiled and said, "If I park my car in the city parking lot, I will have to pay a lot more than if I park it at the bank. This is the cheapest way for me to keep my car safe without spending a lot of money." The man used reverse thinking to solve a seemingly simple problem, to reduce the cost of parking his luxury car in the most optimal way. These stories emphasize the importance of reverse thinking in life, a concept that encourages looking at problems from different angles to find creative solutions. Reverse thinking not only helps overcome difficulties, but also opens up new opportunities that may have been overlooked before. In the story of the boy standing on the bridge, the old man pointed out that changing the way he looks at difficulties can help him find solutions for life. Instead of seeing only negative things, the young man is encouraged to see life as a series of opportunities and lessons. Similarly, the poor student proves that different ways of expressing things can create different emotions in the listener. By sharing his personal experiences sincerely, he not only attracts attention but also arouses compassion and empathy. From these stories, we realize that reverse thinking is not only a problem-solving skill, but also important in building relationships and personal development. Encouraging ourselves and others to look at problems in many ways will create creative solutions and help us overcome all challenges in life. Thank you for watching and exploring stories about reverse thinking with us. Hopefully, the lessons in each story will inspire and help you change your perspective on life. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on other interesting content in the future. We look forward to receiving your support to continue bringing meaningful and useful stories. Thank you very much, and see you in the next videos.